this world, there is real evil. In the darkest shadows and in the most ordinary places. These are the true stories of the innocent and the unimaginable. For the Beckwith family, a new home means new beginnings. Until something from the past returns to haunt them. The family calls in a team of renowned psychic investigators to make contact with restless spirits and fight the wrath of an unholy demon. Between the world we see and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. The rural countryside of Connecticut harbors a remarkable number of haunted houses. Here, where the Naugatuck River empties into the Housatonic, Native Americans have lived for thousands of years. In 1642, Europeans began settling here as well. Today, in the historic towns of Seymour and Derby, the legions of dead beneath the land far outnumber the living, and local hauntings have become legendary. In the late summer of 1998, the Beckwith family visits the Naugatuck Valley, hunting for a home. Sean, a heating and air conditioning repairman, and Bonnie, a registered nurse, want more living space for their two teenage daughters and young son. They find themselves drawn to a repossessed house, abandoned for more than a year, that lists for such a low price it seems too good to be true. Most of the family is enthusiastic, except Bonnie's oldest daughter, who has a premonition.
My daughter said, "I don't want to go there. There's something wrong with that house." I laughed and told her, "Come on now, it's a house. You haven't even seen it yet."
Come on, it's gonna be fun, come on.
If we had known then what we know now about this house, we wouldn't have thought twice about turning around.
The real estate agent, Linda DeFord, opens the door. The family explores the hulking 19th century house.
All right, just don't touch anything.
Dad, this is huge!
I always like them. It's great. Look at the trim. Wow.
Jeremy, come on down. Quickly.
The family holds a meeting to decide whether to take the house.
We asked all the kids, "What do you think? Is this the one? We love it. What do you think?" My oldest daughter was the only one to say no.
I don't like it, Dad. There's
She said, "It's evil. I don't want to live there. I don't want to be here."
Bonnie feels confident that in time her older daughter will accept the new house. They decide to take it and move in. The younger children are excited about having their own bedrooms. 9-year-old Jeremy and 15-year-old Jennifer.
I put my bed right against the window. I thought it would be nice to be able to lay in bed and look out the window and have a nice view. I was very happy in that room. It was small and it was very me. It wasn't located right above my parents. I was a teenager and I wanted to kind of be isolated by myself.
heard noises.
It's a big, drafty house.
What kind of
It was understandable that he would be frightened, of course. So we really didn't think anything of it.
Bonnie tries to calm his fears and gently takes him back to his bedroom.
I'll tell you what. You know that flashlight that we
Yeah.
got you? Can you get that for me?
Sure.
Do you know
I
what's
had
happening?
given him one of those toy flashlights with the 3-color lenses. And I told him, well, you say your prayers, and if you think the monster's in your room, you put the green lens on, and that makes him go away. It's a magic flashlight.
Point the green light.
And of course, he bought into it.
All right. You see anything there?
No.
I don't either.
Jeremy seems reassured, and Bonnie goes back to bed. Then, later that night,
This went on every night, the same time, around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, he would wake up screaming.
Where are you going?
I have to meet a teacher. I'll eat a granola bar sometime.
Wait, I made bacon and eggs. You asked for it.
Last night, when I ran into your room and I told you the door.
the next morning, Jeremy tells his mother the disturbances got worse.
So did you try the flashlight?
Kept happening and it was really scary.
She is unsure how to comfort him. As weeks go by, Jennifer too begins to feel twinges of fear.
At first, I would kind of ignore it and kind of shake off the feeling that something was looking at me, something was just staring at me. It's almost like somebody's watching your every move.
Jeremy, what are you doing in here?
The monster.
He would
no,
say, you know, somebody's grabbing the blankets and pulling them off of my bed. Somebody's calling my name and I can't get it to stop. And he would shake and he would be very scared. I would just say, you know, go back to bed. You're having a nightmare. You're dreaming. There's nothing here. You don't have to be scared. There's nothing that's going to hurt you.
I'm going to sleep with Mom and Dad.
They're gonna be mad at you.
Later that night,
I'm feeling a fist come through my mattress. And it's not humanly possible.
when the Beckwiths move into a haunted house, two of the children find themselves under attack.
I knew what I felt, and I was very certain of what I felt and how it felt. I also knew that there was no explaining what was happening. I knew it was a nightmare. I knew that what I was feeling definitely felt like a human fist. How am I going to tell my mother this? She's not going to believe me. How am I going to make it sound reasonable? Should I just keep it to myself? And these are the things that were going through my mind because, You really don't know what you should do about a situation when you have no control.
Jennifer decides not to wake her mother. Instead, she moves her bed, hoping that somehow that will protect her. Two nights later,
I was gonna ask you about that.
I was in bed
Just gained like 40 pounds.
just talking to two friends of mine.
I was gonna ask you about that.
My bed started to shake, so I just immediately froze. And I was so scared because there was you can't explain that.
the next morning, Jennifer looks for her mother to tell her what's been happening.
Hi.
Can we talk about something?
I was hysterical, I was crying, I was very scared. We had to come up with something because it was just getting out of hand.
Of course, I was in disbelief, and I thought she was kidding. What do you mean your bed picked up and shook? And she was very solemn and terrified and serious.
Bonnie takes Jennifer's story to heart and calls an emergency family
I just
meeting.
didn't think that you would believe us.
Now we're comparing notes. And now we're finding out, oh my God, well, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me. Well, you're a normal person, something strange happens. You try to rationalize it the best you can. It was just way too much to be coincidence.
So it's very scary when you have no idea what you're dealing with. You just know there's something wrong.
We were terrified. I mean, it's not every day things like this happen. You just don't expect it. You never think it's going to happen to you.
It's gonna be okay.
Bonnie tells the family she's going to call Ed and Lorraine Warren, a renowned psychic research team, famous for helping resolve the Amityville horror.
Exactly what we're gonna do, but we're gonna get
Bonnie feels sure they can help.
I was definitely very skeptical about, the Ghostbusters coming to the house and how are they going to really come in and get rid of it. I didn't know how this stuff worked and what they would actually do when they got here.
The Warrens visit the house that very night. The two investigators have worked in tandem for more than 30 years and are the authors of 9 books on the paranormal. Ed is known worldwide as a religious demonologist, a profiler of occult-related hauntings. Lorraine's psychic ability to detect the presence of spirits has been tested and documented at the University of California at Los Angeles.
When I walked in the door, I picked up that something just wasn't right. And it was just an uncomfortable, chilling type experience.
She said, oh my, I feel something heavy. It's very heavy. This place is infested. There is such an ominous presence in this house. It just feels like somebody is staring you down, very close to your face, like inches away from your face, with pure hate and malice that just wants you dead. And that is the most eerie, frightening feeling that you could ever experience, and you can't run away from that. No matter where you go in this house or on the property, it's there.
Lorraine investigates the rest of the house. In Jennifer's room, she senses a powerful, negative presence.
I knew that was one bad room. I felt a lot of anger, and I felt a lot of violence.
Lorraine reports that the house harbors a dangerous, non-human entity. The family wonders if they should move out until the Warrens can fix the problem.
According to the Warrens, even if we got in our car and left, it could follow us.
You have to deal with it here.
You're helpless. You can't fight it. It's absolutely terrifying.
The Warrens offer their aid and tell the family that their only real option is to stay and fight.
If you just run away from it or try to ignore the fact that it exists, it's going to get worse. You have to take a stand and do everything in your power to fight it and get rid of it.
The Warrens tell them that they must first gather more evidence on exactly what they're facing.
We told them to keep cameras by their bed. If they would feel something, to try to shoot a photograph.
As the Warrens prepare to leave, the family feels both comfort and concern.
Is it really gonna work? Can they really make this stuff stop? Or is our new house our new hell?
Bonnie's mother arrives to share the family's first Thanksgiving in their new home. She's aware of the recent disturbances.
She was a very humorous lady, and she would joke around about things and try to make fun almost of the serious situation, just to lighten the mood, just to make us laugh.
Late that night, when the family goes to sleep, the grandmother finds herself alone.
On March 3rd, 1992, Park Police Department filed a missing persons report. Alice hadn't heard from his daughter in nearly 15 hours.
Hello?
After witnessing 3 ghosts in her daughter's home, the terrified grandmother leaves early the next morning.
Can't stay another day in the States.
She was shaking. She came right out and she told us everything that happened in detail, who she saw, what they looked like.
Jennifer takes photos of the room in which her grandmother saw the ghosts.
The rest of the house was probably about 70, 75. And that room felt like maybe 35 degrees.
As promised, the psychic researchers Ed and Lorraine Warren return after Thanksgiving to try to resolve the family's haunting. They're accompanied by 2 researchers who will attempt to record paranormal phenomena on video and audio equipment.
My mom was visiting.
A medium named Lee is there in the event that she might be able to communicate with any spirits residing in the house.
Last night, she was trying.
Bonnie and her husband have arranged for their 8-year-old son to stay with relatives.
The TV kept turning off, so she would keep clicking it
There was a door. I didn't pay any
She
attention.
must have felt something over her
The
shoulder.
family tells the researchers about their grandmother's frightening encounter with ghosts.
Empty room. My mom left. She couldn't stand it anymore.
Opened. It wasn't just, an old house creak.
Well, my mother.
Psychic researcher Lorraine Warren.
You can be downright scared right out of your mind in these homes by things that can manifest in front of you.
Lorraine examines the family's photos for clues about the spirits that inhabit the house. One photo in particular catches her attention.
She said, "Oh my, we have a big problem." I said, "That picture, it looks like a glitch in the film." She said, "Oh no, dear, this is a demon. And it's a high-level demon. Now I'm even more scared. I mean, now what do we do?
Suddenly, Lee begins to tremble uncontrollably.
She just began to write. You could tell she had no control over her body.
A spirit begins to communicate through Lee's writing.
Automatic writing in a home like this is very dangerous because it's an open door. It's like welcoming somebody into your home that you really don't want there, but you're being nice and opening the doors and letting the person in that could kill you.
At that moment, we were in shock, but at the same time, we all wanted to see what was on that paper.
It said, get out, you don't belong, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Now, we're even more afraid, because now we know, okay, it's been confirmed. They don't like us, and they don't want us here.
Lee and the Warrens leave for the night.
As I was saying before,
Researcher Mike Roberge and his associate remain behind to gather more data.
something was under there.
The only way to know what's really going on in the house is to experience it.
Yeah.
They set up their equipment in Jennifer's room, where the most violent haunting activities occurred.
It's not really that big a deal.
Normally, you want to have at least 2 investigators on site at any point in time.
I mean, it really.
So if something does actually attack the investigators themselves, you can work together to overcome whatever it is the situation is.
Too nervous to sleep, the family gathers in the kitchen.
Leaving. We're staying.
They feel
I believe
trapped.
these people can help. They can help
The
us.
Warrens have convinced them to stay, but something wants them out. Suddenly, a frigid presence envelops Bonnie.
I lost my breath, like it drained the energy from me.
Jennifer, too, feels the chilling presence.
Your hair on your arms would stand up. You would feel the chill down your back. You could feel it move from one side of your body to the next. Somebody had walked through the wall into my mother and then through me and out the other side.
It's okay. It went through me too.
We just looked at each other like, my God, what just happened to us?
When people actually really encounter something supernatural, it hits you in a place that nothing else can. It hits you in your soul, and it can be a very scary thing.
In Jennifer's room, Mike Roberge and his associate begin recording unnatural noises.
It sounded like bird wings fluttering. We're in a closed room. There's no birds inside the room. We started hearing rapping in the walls. It sounded like somebody was knocking on a door with their fingers. The only difference was it wasn't knocking on the door, it was knocking on the wall, it was knocking on the ceiling, it was knocking on the floor, it was knocking everywhere.
The researchers attempt to communicate with spirits in the room.
Are you here against your will?
1 knock for yes and 2 knocks for no.
Are there any others?
They discover several human entities and one demonic presence.
You should let them go.
The demonic spirit can and usually does attack people in every aspect possible. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and they try to break down that person. It hits you emotionally in so many different ways, and that's all in the effort to try to get you to not want to be here.
According to the researchers, the demon, or inhuman spirit, is controlling the 3 human spirits in the house.
Is there something here that's controlling you?
If we could get rid of the inhuman spirit that was in the house, it would pretty much release the 3 other human spirits that were in the house that didn't want to be there in the first place.
A few nights later, The full research team returns. The family tells them about the spirit that passed through Bonnie and her daughter.
So we're getting more scared. We know our house is infested by spirits. We don't know who they are. We don't know what they want. And there's nothing we can do. Just wait and pray to God that nobody gets hurt until hopefully the Warrens could do something to make them stop.
She just started shivering.
We started asking this possessing spirit what it wanted there, using Lee as a channel.
Ed Warren was asking her questions. First she wrote George, Robert, and Anna. And he continued to ask her questions and repeat himself, "Who are you?" And she put George Robertson down. And he said, "What year is it?" She wrote 1, 8, and a partial 8. And all of a sudden she stopped writing.
Why are you questioning me?
Who are you? Get out of here! You don't belong here! We were absolutely terrified.
Shut up and leave me alone!
In a haunted house, a medium begins to channel an angry spirit.
She started to write, and she got 3 names: Anna, Robert, and George Robertson, a full name, and a partial date, 1, 8, and just the start of another number.
Why are you questioning me?
And all of a sudden, she starts screaming. "Why are you asking me all these questions? Shut up and leave me alone and get out of here. You don't belong here." And then she shoves the table into Ed Warren, pinning him against the back door.
Shut up and leave me alone!
He pushes it back and she continuously jamming it into Ed. And she was very violent. And it took a few of the guys to pull her back so she wouldn't hurt him. And we were all just staring in disbelief and worried about Ed and worried about her because she has no control about what's going on. It was unbelievable.
That night, the frightened family sleeps together. The Warrens have told them that the only way to end the haunting is to face it as a family.
You feel a feeling of eyes boring through you, like someone is staring you down about 2 inches away from your face, with such hate and malice, pure evil and hate, I mean pure evil and hate, that they want you dead.
The next day, Bonnie and her daughter Jennifer go to the local town hall to research the names produced by Lee's automatic writing.
Who are these people? Why would it come out on paper? And what can we do about it? And that's when we decided to do the research and find out who these people were.
Bonnie and Jennifer begin looking through property records from the 1800s, hoping to learn more about the history of their house.
I was looking at the books and I just said, "Oh my God, Jennifer, come here, you're not going to believe it." And there it was in black and white. George Robertson owned my house in 1888.
When we saw that he owned this house, it was an exciting moment because we knew that what happened with Lee free writing wasn't fake. It wasn't a show that was put on.
And Sonia? That's not too far from here.
It's in the books. He did own our house.
You up for a drive?
No one came in inquiring about this information. It's real. It's very real.
They drive apprehensively to a graveyard, 10 minutes from their house.
We walked down into the cemetery, And the first gravestone we walked up to, we looked down, it was his. We couldn't believe it. What are the odds? You just walk into a cemetery, look down, and there he is.
George Robertson.
Looking down and seeing his headstone was just shocking. This man was real.
This is it.
Bonnie is unable to learn much more about George Robertson or about the other human spirits haunting the house.
Let's go.
A flood in 1955 destroyed many city records of that period.
Possibly he just loved this house. It may have been his first home. And maybe that's why his spirit doesn't want to leave. I don't know. That's what's frustrating about it. You don't know. There's so many unanswered questions.
This is what you gave Mom, isn't it? These things?
After the visit to the graveyard, the family has a few days of peace. The children wrap Christmas gifts.
When you're done, please.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
What was that?
Get out of here. Come on, Jenna. Get out of here. Come on.
The teenagers came bolting down the back staircase, terrified. At the same exact time, my son came bolting down the front staircase, screaming. They were white as sheets, and they were all shaking.
Bonnie immediately calls the Warrens, who ask a priest to come out and bless the house.
We'll need to open the windows.
The family desperately hopes that the blessing will bring an enduring peace.
We were all excited that this was going to be the end of a very long road that we all went through.
Every satanic power.
Psychic researcher Lorraine Warren hopes for the best, but is unsure if this will be enough.
Is it going to be lasting? Is it really going to rid the house? Or is it just for now? Is this going to be of comfort to them? Or is there a chance? Is there just a chance that maybe this will do it?
Before he was finished, I asked Lorraine, I said, how do you know if this is going to work or not? And she just looked at me and said, oh, you'll know, you'll feel it.
To everyone in the family, the oppressive atmosphere seems to lift.
My hopes were so high because we just had this blessing and we all wanted to know that this was it.
A day or two later, Bonnie is overcome by a compulsion to draw.
I started getting these images in my head, and I'd come home, I had to get them on paper. I wouldn't even say hello to my family. I would just come in the back door and start drawing. The only thing that I had in my head was this tree. And I just drew the tree, drew the tree, drew the tree. Nothing else, just the tree.
Day after day, Bonnie's compulsion intensifies.
More and more flashes of images, more rapidly coming into my head. I'm obsessed with it. All of a sudden it hit me. Anna was in my head.
Anna's haunting spirit was among those revealed through Lee's automatic writing. Bonnie senses that Anna once lost a loved one and suffered through deep mourning.
The whole time I was drawing the picture of Anna, I was crying my eyes out. I just felt like I was mourning. I just felt so much pain of missing someone that I loved dearly. And I just cried through the whole thing. I felt the eyes on me again, and I knew it wasn't over.
Jeremy, stop shining that in my face. Stop.
Jeremy, stop it. Turn that thing off or I'm gonna take it away from you.
We were so terrified. We were all sleeping pretty much in the same room. And not sleeping maybe an hour, if that, and having to go to work and function as a normal human being.
I gave you a chance.
It was pretty much impossible, and trying to stay calm for the kids and rational.
Go to sleep. Everybody go to sleep.
Lorraine believes the blessing wounded the negative spirits and left them even more enraged.
It's enough.
That usually comes back full strength when it comes back because it's angry. The spirits are very angry at that point.
When spirits physically attack the family, Bonnie has had enough. She urgently calls psychic researcher Lorraine Warren.
Hey, Lorraine.
And she was frightened. She was terrified. She says things are terrible in this house. And so we knew that something more had to be done.
She said that she'd already put in a call to a priest to do an exorcism, but they have to go through a ritual and fast for a very long time before they can perform it.
Guys, I guess 3 or 4 more days.
The priest agrees to do the exorcism right after Christmas.
Come in here and exercise.
In the meantime, Bonnie considers moving her family to a motel.
Leaving the house is not the answer. Because what's here is going to follow you. You have to deal with it. You must deal with it.
Okay, sweetie.
So there is no escaping. She told us the only way out of this is to hold our ground firmly and fight back. So we decided to do that. This is our home, and I'm not the type of person to give up my home to a dead person.
The Beckwiths stay close together while awaiting the exorcism. Bonnie again finds herself pulled away from the family by an obsessive urge to draw.
I can't think of anything else. The images are there, they gotta come out. I had hate, I had fear, and I'm just drawing all over the paper, all of these symbols, and I have no idea what they mean. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, but it's there and it has to come out.
Have you been up all night?
Yeah. I just have to get it on paper.
There's a crooked pyramid with light emitting from the top of it. On one side you have heavenly rays coming down. On the other side there's a raging storm going on. There's a broken bleeding heart in it. And there's 3 spirits. They look like they're floating and reaching up towards the pyramid.
Hello?
Bonnie receives a call from Lorraine Warren. She tells her about her drawing of the three spirits.
I asked her if I should be concerned about it, and she explained to me that they were channeling through me and to stop immediately.
Bonnie's mother gathers her courage to visit for Christmas.
Sweethearts. I've been so worried about you.
I'm so glad you're here.
How are you? Are you
How was your drive?
My drive was fine, but
Find out here in a second.
Almost immediately,
Take it out now.
she's attacked by a mysterious fever.
104.
The family takes her to the hospital. Doctors find a bizarre, irregular heartbeat and decide to keep her overnight. While the older daughter runs Christmas errands, Jennifer and Bonnie try to comfort their loved one.
Sure. I'll pray with you.
amen. Forever and ever, the glory and the power.
We were going to say her prayers with her, as we always did. And she said them backwards.
Okay, you're fine. You're okay. You're just tired.
Not backwards. I can't do it.
And that's when we were really scared. I mean, she said her prayers every night. There was no way she was going to forget her prayers. We were all just very shocked.
I'm gonna go call a priest.
At the same time, the older daughter's Christmas errands are about to take a turn for the worse. Bonnie's mother has been admitted to the hospital with a sudden illness that doctors can't explain. Then, while her older daughter is out doing errands, the car is totaled. She escapes with only minor injuries.
It was just too much. First my mother, now my daughter. You know, life-threatening. And I was just shaking all over.
Bonnie calls for a priest to check in on her mother.
As soon as the priest asked her if she wanted communion, she felt somebody punch her in the stomach. And as soon as the wafer hit her tongue, it stopped, and she felt fine.
Three days later, the exorcist arrives at the haunted house to try to cast out its demonic inhabitant.
He was very quiet, and it seemed like he was almost disturbed by what was going on in the house. I almost felt like he knew, as soon as he walked through the door, what he was dealing with.
Exorcisms can only be performed on people, not places. The priest must attempt a dangerous strategy, using a medium as bait. Since Lee was able to channel spirits in the house on earlier visits, he hopes her presence will lure the demon. Researcher Mike Roberge.
We knew that having this spirit possess Lee would give us the advantage that we're looking for.
The team restrains Lee. It is the only way to protect everyone from the demon's wrath.
During the exorcism, the exorcist is the main target of the possessed person. So the restraints are there to protect not only the person who's the victim, because it's not really them that's doing this, it's the possessing spirit, but also it's there to protect the exorcist.
The priest begins with a blessing of the house, which angers and provokes the demon.
All who are present, repeat after me.
She was fighting the priest. he was saying these prayers and it was trying to stop him.
She was screaming at the tops of her lungs, stop praying, it's not going to do you any good. And it was almost like it hurt her. You could tell she was in pain when he was doing the exorcism.
After a long battle of wills, the demon seems to surrender.
The priest made a move towards her and put a blessed cross up to her forehead. She got very quiet, very, very quiet. She got this evil grin on her face.
And at that moment, we heard splintering of wood.
She broke the legs right off the chair. That's no human spirit that would have the strength to do that.
The exorcism continues for almost an hour.
And then she seemed to go limp. And you could feel it instantaneously. And the feeling of the eyes bearing down on you was gone. You weren't being watched anymore.
The heaviness of the negative energy just left. We were safe for the first time in this house.
And it was such a weight lifted off of our shoulders. We could live like normal people again, and I just pray to God it stays this way.
Bonnie's prayer seems to be answered, and peace fills her house. But several years later, across the road, developers begin excavating a field. They unearth what seems to be an ancient Native American burial ground. Once again, the family begins to experience unusual phenomena in their home, but nothing that compares to what they had gone through before.
We're still trying to figure it out. We probably never will find out the right answers. Was it an Indian burial? We'll never know.
Today, the Beckwiths have learned how to deal with their ghostly co-inhabitants.
I came into this house pretty much an atheist, and now I've seen the powers of God, I've seen the powers of the devil right before my very eyes. And it's made me a stronger person.